You can do it. You can get through it. You are super strong, and you know, it does not define you or define your body. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me again. If you are returning, then welcome back. And if you are new here or this is your first time seeing one of our videos, then I welcome you and hope that you will join our crew. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about miscarriage and 10 ways that you can cope with miscarriage. Miscarriages are something that we as women are very underprepared for. You know, we go through all these things in life. We are taught about birth control and condoms, and we're taught about all of these things. We're kind of scared or get the shell shock in high school about conception. And I think that for as common as it may be, it's something that we are extremely underprepared for. That's very unfortunate because then we do not quite know what to do with our feelings surrounding it, and we don't know how to cope with it. So today I am making this video because I have gone through 3 losses myself, and it never gets easier no matter how many times you go through it. But throughout that process, I kind of learned what works for me in terms of coping and just kind of getting through it. You never really get over it. The best you can hope for is to learn how to navigate your emotions, and you can move forward from it. You're never going to forget it. It's going to impact you on some type of emotional level, more than likely. So I just want to share what has definitely helped me just to be at a place of peace with it, both emotionally and physically. And what I hope is that some of these coping mechanisms will also be able to help you or someone that you know who is going through a miscarriage. So the first thing is talk to someone. It can be a close family member. It can be your partner, which I do recommend because our partners are oftentimes on the journey with us if we're trying to conceive. And you might want to go ahead and talk to a therapist or a counselor. I myself go to therapy and go to counseling, and I find it incredibly helpful. I know that it gets a bad rep. Like, a lot of people are like, I don't want to be judged. I don't want somebody trying to sit there and look down on me or analyze my life. But I think what people forget that therapy is about is helping you to be the best you that you can be by helping you navigate through your feelings, emotions, difficult situations. It's really just like a guide to your inner self to help you find resolve and peace in things. So I think that's great. I know for some people they're like, well, I've been to therapy or I've been in counseling and it just doesn't work for me. You may have not found the right person. Sometimes it does take a few tries to kind of figure out who you're going to kind of vibe with. This is a person who you are sharing some very intimate details with, so it's important that you have a certain level of comfortability in it. That first initial appointment, if you've never been to therapy, it's going to be kind of uncomfortable. It's a little weird talking to a stranger, so I totally understand the reservation involved with that, but I do think it will be truly beneficial. Number 2 is talking to women on forums. There are a lot of women who have gone through miscarriages, and sometimes you do need to just take it to the internet because you may not want to go to counseling, you may not want to talk to family or friends about it, and your partner may not understand what it is that you're going through, and they may not know how to comfort you. I'm not saying that all women on the forums do, but I have found a lot of camaraderie and a lot of support in using online TTC forums. Women can be very encouraging. So I found comfort even in just hearing other people's stories and how they got through it and how they've had success on the other end of it and have had their babies after miscarriage. So I think just that piece of it, it can give you somebody to talk to, someone who's not judging you, who doesn't know anything about you. It's literally just like a story on the screen that you may resonate with, or that may resonate with you and that you may connect with. Number 3 is journaling. Some people are just more internal and do not want to share externally with other people, and I completely understand that. At different points in my life, I did not want to talk to anybody. I just wanted to get my feelings out and be done with them and close the book and not look at it again or reflect on it later on. But if you're not comfortable with talking to anyone at all about it, if it's something that you're kind of keeping really close to your heart, then I recommend journaling. There is nothing wrong with talking to yourself through the form of journaling, whether it is online or tangible with a pen and paper. I think it's a great way to decompress and let all of your emotions and anxiety kind of flow through your writing. It is 100% strictly for you. So you have the choice. If you choose to share it with someone later on, whether it be later on in your life or someone else who has gone through a miscarriage and you want to provide them with some encouragement of how you might have been feeling at that time, it's definitely something to look back on. And like I said, it's another therapeutic skill. Number 4 is a little bit conditional, and that's because it is pet/companion therapy. So pets can provide just a great array of benefits for our mental health. They decrease anxiety, they provide us with comfort, they don't judge you, so you definitely don't have to feel that pressure that you're being looked upon weird or judged for your feelings. They also can be a little bit of a distraction. They can give you something to do. They can be someone to cuddle, to take out on walks, to get you out of the house, all of those things. So I definitely recommend, if you have a pet, that might work very well for you to just spend some extra time with them, get some extra love from them, take them out just to preoccupy your mind with other things. Number 5, aromatherapy. This is one of my absolute favorites. I do believe in just the power of a scent to make you feel different ways. Scent plays a major role in just our mood sometimes. And if you're feeling down, you might want to just go ahead and light a candle. What I recommend is getting a candle that has some calming type of oil in it, such as lavender. Lavender is a great essential oil that has a very calming effect and allows you to relax a little bit more easily. Sage, chamomile, any of those essential oils that are going to help you de-stress or relax or sleep. If you're not into candles, the other option is a diffuser. So I tend to go back and forth. It really just depends on the day with which one I use. Behind me over here, and I'll insert a clip of it too, that glowing thing that you see behind me, that's actually my diffuser, and I have some lavender oil going in it right now. And that's another way to create scent throughout the house. It fills up a larger space. If you're not into burning candles or don't like that candle kind of smell, that's a great alternative. So as you can see behind me, the one I have is actually cycling through a color pattern right now. And just like aromatherapy, colors have effects on your mood. You know, certain colors make us happy, certain colors make us sad, certain colors make us feel relaxed. So it's a nice combination to tie in both the color therapy along with the aromatherapy. And that, I think, is kind of mesmerizing. Like I said, I'll insert the clip of it, but when it's going at night along with the lavender oil that I put in it, it's a very relaxing and serene experience. So I think that may help you as well. Being in a calm and relaxed state is very important at this time. Number 6, positive affirmations. I do believe that a lot of times when we are feeling really down and really in a low mood, that it is very important to have positivity all around you, whether that is the people that you surround yourself with, the things that you are watching, that you are allowing to go into your brain, the music you listen to, and the words and the physical images around you. So what I would recommend is putting up some inspirational quotes, something that's going to motivate you and make you feel as though you are empowered and you are strong and you have the ability to get through it, because you truly do. Everyone has the ability to get through it. It's just about learning how you're going to navigate it, and having those positive affirmations around truly does do something for your spirit. You may not think it's going to make you feel better, and it may not in an instance, but those things are being just absorbed by your brain as you're seeing them. Even if you're only seeing them out of your peripherals, your brain is still processing that information and taking it in. And these are just some of the inspirational and positive affirmations that I tend to keep around my house, because they are reminders for me that life does go on, things will get better, that I can still do things, I can be accomplished, and that I can live ultimately my best life in spite of the pain that I may be feeling at that current time. Whether you have an app that sends you one every single day or uploads one every single day, or you have a painting on your wall, or like I've just shown you, the little cards, they are also really great. Number 7 is meditation. When I find that I have a racing mind, or that I am too fixated on something, even if it is a very painful thing, I have found that meditation has really helped me to just find a peaceful kind of state where I can be in a more calm Zen mode, and that provides some mental clarity. Sometimes we can get really wrapped up in our own brain and things tend to get really chaotic, or thoughts are racing. Oh my gosh, this has happened. Will I ever get pregnant again? Why me? Why my baby? Is this going to happen with every pregnancy? Will I ever have kids? All those negative thoughts were just buzzing around my brain, and I couldn't find a way to just silence them. I couldn't shut it off even for just 5 minutes, because I was just so devastated that I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't put my finger on what exactly it was that was wrong with me. And even though there was nothing wrong with me, that tends to be kind of the direction that our feelings go in. We tend to blame ourselves and question why us. And sometimes we just need to be kind of taken out of our own minds for a moment. So I think meditation really, really helps with that. So I myself do listen to guided meditations, and I can share those with you guys if you would like. I have a short kind of playlist because I tend to keep it pretty simple, but you can kind of feel them out and see what works well for you. Some of them are more music based, while some of them are more vocal, so you kind of have to figure out what's going to work for you best. But I have found that it's a great way to just put your mind in a peaceful state where you're really not thinking about anything in particular. You're kind of just letting your body relax, letting your feelings flow, but without the weight and the pressure of just thinking about everything at once. So if you guys want some links to that, then definitely let me know and I can share them with you. Number 8 is getting out of the house and getting sunlight if you possibly can. Vitamin D is very helpful. It's very important for our mental health. It's been shown that a lack of vitamin D can definitely contribute to feeling sad or feeling depressed or feeling just low in general. So it's important to get out of the house and get some sunshine, and even if it's not a sunny day, just get out of the house in general. A lot of times I myself do it all the time when something negative happens, especially when it comes to me grieving. All I want to do is curl up in my bed with my blanket, and sometimes it's just like I want to go to sleep and I just want to wake up and for it to be the next day. Some days it's okay to do that, and I will say, like, it is okay. Sometimes we just need a mental break, and it's okay to do that. That cannot be the pattern every single day. You get kind of caught up in a cycle if you do that every day, and it's just not healthy. So definitely make an effort to get out of the house, whether it's going to lunch with someone, going to the mall, like just anything. Find this excuse, find a reason, find something that's going to motivate you just to leave your house so that you can go and focus on living life and doing other things. With the first 2 losses I went through, I kind of kept to myself. I didn't want anybody around. I didn't want to talk about it. I just wanted to close myself off into my box and just be away from the world. And I was kind of depressed and really just sad and upset for a long time. With this most recent miscarriage that I had, I didn't have that option because it was around the holidays and my family, we were hosting and my family all came up to visit us. So I didn't really have that option. I automatically, even though no one knew except for my husband, I automatically already had a ton of people surrounding me just with love and laughter and other things. And that's like really important. Sometimes you need a good laugh, and even if people don't know, most of the time if they're close to you, they're going to sense that something is up and just kind of want to make you feel better. So definitely, even if you don't want to talk to them about your miscarriage or explain anything, which you don't have to at all. Definitely just allow them to try and make you feel at least a little bit better. Basically, just really engaging with the outside world so that you can kind of find at least small joys throughout your day. It doesn't have to be, everything's not going to be happy. Like I said, you're not going to get over it overnight, but it's important sometimes for us to just have smaller moments of joy, laughter, and happiness that is going to help tremendously in getting you through those tougher times. Number 9, along with getting out of the house or out of your safe zone, go do something fun. It's important right now that you can just do something that is fun, whether it's kid-like, going to like an arcade, going bowling, playing pool. Everyone has their own definition of fun, but whatever that fun thing is for you, go out and do it. You deserve to enjoy things right now. Don't feel guilty about going out and having fun because you feel like you are supposed to feel sad right now, or you're not sure that it's okay to feel some days really upset and then, you know, other days, sometimes even within an hour, feel happy about something. It's okay. Whatever you're feeling, it is perfectly normal and it's completely fine. Now, with that being said, there is no reason for you to punish yourself. Like, you don't, just because you feel sad about it and just because this has happened, don't punish yourself for it. If anything, uplift yourself. Go out and do something fun. If you can, take a vacation. I would have completely loved to take a vacation during that time. Just do something to just kind of commemorate and celebrate yourself as a person, as a human being, and as a woman. Ultimately, you have a greatness within you and you have a strength within you that is going to allow you to get through this. So celebrate yourself right now. It's really important to just show yourself some extra love. And I kind of already caveated into number 10, which is treat yourself. Whether you like massages, days at the spa, pedi and manis, you want to go to salon, get your hair done, dye it, cut it, change the texture of it, whatever that thing is that is going to make you feel good on the inside, treat yourself to it. If you have, you know, maybe been on a diet and you haven't, you know, been having sugar, or you've been avoiding alcohol or other things like that, it's okay to take a night off. It's okay to take a day off and just treat yourself. For me personally, during the TTC process, I don't drink alcohol. There is no alcohol. Even like my mouthwash is alcohol free. I don't do alcohol. So when I did go through the miscarriage, I did not turn to alcohol. That's kind of where I don't want you to get confused. I didn't turn to alcohol to cope with it, but I said, you know what? I can have a glass of wine and some chocolate and just be a little bit more forgiving with myself right now, because it's very easy to just be hard on ourselves and get kind of stringent with trying to conceive in general and things we should have done or shouldn't have done, or maybe that's why. Or it's like super important for you at this stage to just kill all the noise and to just treat yourself. So those are the 10 ways and mechanisms that I have used to cope with miscarriage. If anything, I hope that you were able to take at least one of those things from this, and hopefully that can help kind of ease your pain a little bit right now and kind of help you get through this time. Like I said, the number one thing that I think is most beneficial is talking about it, but if not, there are a lot of other alternatives. Ultimately, you have to find what works for you. I know right now you're saying, great, that's real earth-shattering information, but seriously, like, not everything works for everybody, and you kind of find how you're going to navigate through it. There is absolutely no playbook for navigating through miscarriage. Not one single thing works for everyone. It just doesn't work that way. So I hope from this video that you were able to at least gain one or two things that may help you and provide you with some comfort. That is all I have for you guys. If you are currently going through a miscarriage, or you have gone through a miscarriage, I am from the bottom of my heart really sorry for your loss. I know it's one of the most difficult things that I have had to go through in my lifetime, and I just want to reach out to you and say that you can do it, you can get through it, you are super strong, and you know, it does not define you or define your body. I want you to be able to process it, and I want you to be able to move on from it in a positive direction. I will leave it at that. If you liked this video or found it helpful, then please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you are not already subscribed, feel free to do so to join in. If you need someone to talk to, then please don't hesitate to reach out. You can either drop a comment in, or we have our Instagram where you can DM me or anything like that. I know that this is a very difficult time and a very difficult thing for you to potentially process, but you are definitely not alone. And if anything, I'm hoping that I can provide someone else with encouragement or support. So if that's what you need, then don't hesitate to reach out. I hope that you guys have a great week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.